What's going on? What's going on? It's your man Diamond K in here. Of course, the Diamond K Show on firebroadcasting.com. 2024 is not playing games at all. A lot of legendary folks we have lost in 2024. Tonight, we're going to talk about two legends that have been lost in 2024. Of course, on YouTube, make sure you subscribe, DJ Diamond K. So, tragically, we found out that the actor John Amos, famous for a lot of roles, passed away. And it's always bothered me, the situation with John Amos. Now, of course, many of you know he was a TV writer turned Emmy-nominated actor, starred as the stoic father on Good Times. Now, this was obviously before he was fired. A lot of people don't know that he was fired from the sitcom for objecting to stereotypes and admittedly letting his temper get the best of him. So he's passed away. He was 84 years old. Now, if you remember, over the last few years, it's been a lot of back and forth with his kids. And 1 minute they'll say he's okay, next minute they say he's not good. And were they after the money? Like, I don't know what it was going on exactly. But I didn't like it. I do know that. I know that I didn't like it. And of course, you know, as fans, we have attachments to the actors and actresses because we feel like we know them. We're growing up watching them and all that kind of stuff. So according to his son, K.C. Amos, the actor died on August the 21st from what they say natural causes. Why are we just finding out on October the 1st about a death that happened supposedly of natural causes in August? Why are we just finding out about this now? And some people posted on my social media that they wanted to keep it private. Yeah, that sounds real shady. That sounds real shady and real suspicious. But his son, KC, says that it is with heartfelt sadness that I share with you that my father has transitioned, he said in a statement. He was a man with the kindest heart, a heart of gold, and he was loved all over the world. This is true. Why his shady son is making this announcement, I don't know. His fans, obviously over the world consider him to be his father. He played a lot of roles, and his legacy, John Amos' legacy, is going to live on, regardless. Right? His legacy is going to live on. All of that is good. And so he played football at Colorado State University and had training camp tryouts with the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is back when they were the American Football League. So you saw his career in showbiz take off after he played a weatherman on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. He is a New Jersey native, and he received an Emmy nomination for his portrayal of Toby, the older version of Kunta Kinte in the 1977 ABC miniseries Roots. He had a reoccurring role as the chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff on the West Wing, for those that saw that. So John Amos did his thing, of course, Coming to America and and other legendary roles. So we're definitely going to miss John Amos. And, I still don't understand why they waited so long to make the announcement if it was of natural causes. Kind of strange, right? I think it's strange. But hey, what do I know? Let me know your thoughts, of course, in the comment section. Should they have waited so long to make the announcement if it was truly natural causes? So also passing away, the embattled star baseball player, Pete Rose. Now, Pete Rose had what they call a gambling addiction. Yeah, that's really what held him back over the years. This so-called gambling addiction, or I don't want to say so-called, but this gambling addiction. Now, what makes me uncomfortable? What makes me uncomfortable about how Pete Rose has been treated because of gambling. Here's what makes me uncomfortable about it. Right now, the sports industry embraces gambling. Sports betting. They embrace it. They promote it. They talk about it all the time. But this baseball legend, Pete Rose, is an example of not only the perils of gambling, but also why the sports leagues that embrace this online betting industry are hypocrites. They're hypocrites. The way they treated Pete Rose. The words that are affixed to the baseball legend Pete Rose, who died earlier this week at the age of 83, is not the hit king for his baseball record, 4,256 base hits, or his nickname, Charlie Hustle, not as the 17-time All-Star, not as the player who made the All-Star team at 5 different positions. Oh, Pete Rose was the man. Not as the iconic 70s Cincinnati team known as the Big Red Machine. Not as the legend going airborne, head first, belly flop slides. He's not even being remembered for the horrible parts of his life, the accusation for statutory rape, which he denied. He did settle out of court. Also, his years of hard living and just the ugly side of things. He was a sports star in the 1970s who could, I don't know, indulge on every temptation. Now, Pete Rose's addiction was gambling. Gambling. That's what his addiction was. Betting on baseball is what got him in trouble. Now, he was the Reds manager betting on baseball, and the late commissioner was determined to drive gambling from the sport. And what they chose to do was ban Pete Rose from sports, from baseball, for life. Yep. Now, coming to baseball after a stint as the youngest president in the history of Yale, the late commissioner saw his job as warding off those who would vandalize baseball. Right? They wanted baseball to have this place in American fabric. It doesn't even hold this place anymore. But back in the day, baseball was up here. where football is now. And so in 1989, the late commissioner passed away. 1989. He died of a heart attack at the age of 51. Friends said that the stress of banning Pete Rose played a role in his early death. And so his friend, Faye Vincent, succeeded him. And he saw sustaining Pete Rose's lifetime banishment as a duty to the late commissioner's legacy. I don't agree with that. A lot of folks don't agree with that. Now, Pete Rose never helped his cause by issuing denials for decades that he bet on baseball. So what you have is, an old way of doing things, an old school way. And it's not that I'm looking at it with new eyes, because I felt this way as a kid at the time. I mean, you can give him a fine, ban him for 10 years, ban him for 5 years. But banning him for life? Are you kidding me? I don't know. But what Pete Rose did admit to was 30 years later, to finally get in the Hall of Fame, his last effort to fulfill his dream, taking place in Cooperstown, that failed. It didn't happen for him. And the lifetime ban would remain. So nowadays, 2024, we've come to understand that Pete Rose's desire to bet on anything and everything, including baseball, we've come to accept that this was an addiction. Now, his unsavory other allegations in his personal life aside, he was a gambling addict. And what he really needed was for baseball, Major League Baseball, to direct him to treatment and eventually offer him an open and transparent path back into the game that he loved. Instead, the league chose to let him be a living warning to other players. And I just think that they did him wrong. When you look at where things are now with regards to gambling, betting on games, and how the great Pete Rose was treated. Now, Pete Rose was a man, just like anybody else. He was a human, right? So he definitely had flaws. But I think that Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame. And I definitely am anxious to hear folks' opinions. Let me know your thoughts. Of course, should Pete Rose, a.k.a. Charlie Hustle, the late great baseball player and manager, should he be in the Hall of Fame? He played in the MLB from 1963 to 1986. Most prominently was a member of the Cincinnati Reds, known as the Big Red Machine. I remember seeing him in WWE, WWF. He was the man. He was the man. But Pete Rose, late great Pete Rose, dying from heart disease, according to the coroner. So that I definitely want to hear folks' thoughts on the late great Pete Rose. Make sure that you are subscribed, of course, on youtube.com/DJ Diamond K. And anywhere you get your podcast, just stream us, of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, etc. Just search The Diamond K Show. Now, we're going to do this. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back with a few other topics that I want to get into. Of course, you're watching The Diamond K Show on firebroadcasting.com. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Your man Diamond K in here, of course, the Diamond K Show. And we've been talking about the tragedy that is Sean Diddy Combs. We've been talking about that ever since news came down about his arrest. We've been discussing him. And it appears that Diddy just cannot catch a break. There were rumors about other folks suing him, and he has been hit with something that I've never seen before. That is a wave of lawsuits, and 120 to be exact. 120. That is crazy. Now, so he has all these legal issues going on. And now a Texas-based attorney, Tony Busby, did a press conference claiming that he has over 100 people. Hear me out. 100 people that are accusing Diddy of sexual assault. 100 over that. So he says he's going to be filing lawsuits against Diddy in the victims' respective states. So these are multiple states. Busby claims that he will take down Diddy and all those who enabled his behavior, including other high-profile celebrities. Oh, this is getting interesting. Busby alleges that he has over 120 people, both men and women, who have shared their story of assault at the hands of Diddy and other celebrities dating as far back as 1991. Wait, what? That far back? 1991? So that's what he claims. That's what he claims. Now, the allegations include violent assault or rape and facilitated sex with a controlled substance. That means drugging people. The dissemination of video recordings and sexual abuse of minors. This is very serious, and they said that they will expose the enablers who enabled this conduct behind closed doors. We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates, Busby said during the press conference. Many powerful people, many dirty secrets, the lawyer said of the allegations. He added that his team has collected pictures, videos, and texts. So we're going to continue to follow this. And so, you may be wondering, wait, Diddy's already on trial. How are they coming up with other things? Oh, yeah, it can happen. It can and will happen. And so that is something I have not had a chance to fully process the magnitude of 120 folks. So they're saying 60 men, 60 women. Some folks are alleging that some of this abuse happened when they were children. Very, very disturbing. Very, very disturbing. And so in a first, Mexico has sworn in its first female president. First female president of Mexico has been sworn in. Her name is Claudia Sheinbaum. Claudia Sheinbaum, sworn in as the first female president of Mexico. So you can see that she took office today. And she is the nation's first in more than 200 years of independence. She is 62 years old. And she is also the former mayor of Mexico City. She is a lifelong leftist, and she campaigned on the promise of continuity and of protecting and expanding the signature initiatives of her mentor, who is the former president, Andres Manuel Lopez, or Brandor. So Mexico did it. Is America going to do the same thing? Is America going to swear in its first female president? We will find this out November the 5th, but Mexico has beat us to the punch. And definitely, so shout out to Claudia Scheinbaum on that. She is doing her thing, and you can see she is. I don't know. The world is changing. The world is changing, and I think it's changing for the better. I think that these are good things. These are good things, and I definitely would be remiss if I did not mention the sad loss of another legend, and that is the late great, you know his name, Matumbo. Yeah, I liked him, right? He had this is NBA legend. Matumbo had a long fight with brain cancer, and he did his thing. Towering presence in the NBA. He was 58 years old, and he played 18 seasons in the NBA. He is from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, and passed away in Atlanta. 7'2". He was 7'2". So played for the Nuggets. Yeah, he played for the Nuggets. Awards. I mean, he was a legend, man. He was a legend, and I was seeing folks online posting pictures with him and all this stuff. But this basketball Hall of Famer, Matumbo, passing away at 58 from brain cancer, and he definitely had a legacy of service and a legacy of inspiration. Folks just had good things to say about him. And he is definitely going to be missed. He definitely did his thing. He's really known as the NBA's first global ambassador. He was selfless, and it extended beyond his homeland. So he was the NBA's first global ambassador, and he used basketball to bring about positive change across the globe. He played a role in establishing schools, clinics, basketball courts, empowering the youth, marginalized communities, fostering hope. He did his thing, and he is somebody that I hope that folks remember. I hope that they do not forget him, and I hope that other players try to emulate him in his on court and off court actions. So definitely want to say rest in peace to the late great Matumbo. Definitely. You remember in the commercial? He said the commercial. Oh no. Yeah, he was just a man. He was just a man. Of course, if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe on youtube.com/DJ Diamond K. Of course, anywhere you get your podcast, just search The Diamond K Show. Need to get in touch with me, djdiamondk@gmail.com. And of course, you need to advertise your product, service, or event. You can do that very easily. Just hit us up on firebroadcasting.com or djdiamondk@gmail.com. Now, also, if you are in the Baltimore area, Reggie Ruckus and Sister D present the Baltimore campaign. This is a concert And this is going down Saturday, October the 12th at the 8x10, which is located at 10 East Cross Street in Baltimore, Maryland, 21230. So you can get tickets and all that kind of stuff for that. It's going to be a great event. If you are into hip hop, like many of you are, you know what I mean? That is a great place to go and check out some live music from some very passionate MCs. All right. And of course, I'll be back here tomorrow. We're going to talk about the vice presidential debate tomorrow and a whole lot more. So I'm looking forward to that, and definitely see you guys tomorrow. Of course, like I said, check us out anywhere you get your podcast. Just search the Diamond K Show. Music submissions, djdiamondk@gmail.com. I will see you guys, boom, tomorrow.